All right, guys, told you I was going to go live at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., and it is right on the dot, 9 a.m. I'm going to wait until a few of you guys start joining in. But as you can see from the title, it says questions and answers from a sheriff. Now, the reason why I titled it that is because today is the coffee day, coffee with the sheriff. And they have a lot of sheriffs out here where I'm at. And they say it's going to be open to the public. Let's see if they're gonna and speak to them. Morning. Morning. Hey, what's going on? Annan, what's up? All right, guys. So, if you're just joining right now, let me just brief you real quick one time. Today is going to be Coffee with the Sheriff Day over here in Palmdale. And I'm located on 22nd Street East and Palmdale Boulevard. There's a post office right next door. The building that they decided to do it in is called Crunch Fitness. Now, they say that it's open to the public, but for some reason, I don't think it's going to be like that for us because, one, they decided to do it here inside of a gym, and we're going to find out.
Yeah, good morning, Crunch members.
Morning.
We have everybody from the Palmdale Sheriff's Department in the house. Please make your way down and say hello, introduce yourself. There's some coffee, located to my right. Some muffins. Thank you.
Hey, thank you guys for joining. I'm out here with, if you guys remember Courtney. Courtney's out here. If you guys remember, she's the one that was arrested by the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. Hey, can you guys hear me? Press 1 if you guys can hear me. Forgot to even ask that. All right, cool, guys. You guys stick around because if you guys recall, I asked you to let me know some questions you might have. Let me know some questions you might have. And I went through those questions and I picked out like 10 of them or something like that. You know, it's going to go from easy to some hard questions. And let's see how they deal with it. Hey, thank you guys for joining in. If you guys can, let people know that we're live. Try to get more people to come over here. No comment or shameless, but I want to thank you for what you do. Hey, you're welcome. Unseen. It's not a problem. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's see what they come up with. Coachella Valley Cop Watch. I'm over here in Palmdale, California. And today is Coffee with the Sheriff Day. And they say this is the time to sit down with the sheriffs and speak to them about different situations that might be going on. So we do have some questions for them. Sprinkles. Oh. All right, let's see what they got here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him that. How they feel about the First Amendment. I have a few questions to ask him, so we'll see. I'm in Palmdale, California. I'm at a place called Crunch Fitness, located on Palmdale Boulevard. Do we have to sign in or anything, or?
There was a signing sheet. Oh, it's over there.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were doing right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Those are the officers.
Oh, their names and stuff, or?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So here are the names of the officers that are out here right now. Ranks. I don't know when they're going to start doing these questions or what, if we just walk up to them and start talking. I'm going to find out right now. But here's the news crew right here. This is I'm not sure who they're with, but San Antonio, what's up, San Antonio? Hector, what's going on? Hey, excuse me. When do you guys have the questions? I mean, we're able to talk to you guys questions?
Yeah, by all means, yeah.
Anytime, or?
Yeah, anytime, yeah. I mean, whoever you want to talk to, it's up to you, man.
Yeah. I'll talk to all you guys if you want.
Where are you from?
Right here, Palmdale.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, who's over here?
Cobos?
Yeah, Cobos.
Cobos. What's your badge number, sir?
611160.
Thank you. Is there anybody like Sergeant, anyone here that would say that?
Yeah, so we actually have multiple people here. We have Sergeant, over there in the corner. We actually have the Sergeant of DOJ here.
Okay.
Down in gray suit.
Gray suit? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
yeah, they tell you a lot about what's going on.
All right, cool.
Cool, man.
Appreciate you. Yep. All right, so here we have the guy here in the gray suit. So we're gonna go straight to him. DOJ. All right, guys, hold on. I'm gonna let them speak to these guys real fast, and then we're gonna go directly to this guy here in the gray suit. I'm just gonna get it all up in the mixing.
education-wise, I'm going to school for aircraft manufacturing. Does that degree, would that be able to roll over to?
So for us, having a degree in itself is great. As a deputy sheriff, that specific degree doesn't. So it doesn't matter what you have your degree in. As long as if you have a degree, that's great. Okay. So it doesn't. It's not really in the line of deputy sheriff, but it's a degree. It gets you more money up front quicker. Yeah, but I wouldn't wait. You know, once you get on, we have all types of online programs you can do. We have other programs that are sponsored by the department that reduce tuition. And I know there's one program that's like 40% off, and they hold classes all over. Up here, they hold classes in Santa Cruz, Whittier, downtown LA. So there's stuff everywhere. Yeah, you guys have to really consider it. Get on early. There's about 30 years. You can be out by you're 20 or you're 20.
He's 20, I'm 18. I'm for 19. Yeah, but
okay.
I'm really trying to get all.
So we have other jobs too to become custody assistant. So you at least get your time started with the county and then transition to become online also.
Okay.
Fresh
Their academy is all
hosting
down in
LA.
Okay. Yeah, and it's
Palmdale Sheriff's Department's finest in the house. Please come down and say hello.
Go work the jails. I was in jail
This is
for 4
coffee
years. I
located here in
loved it.
Kent.
I had a really good time. Yeah, good stuff.
Like to thank
Right now,
Palmdale Sheriff's team for stopping by and saying hello.
accepting right now.
And to all, thank you very much for taking the time.
I'm gonna say shit.
I think you're a little too old for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me take that back. You're not too old for that, but your time there would be
Reaching
very
there.
short.
Okay.
Because you would expire. So I would
Oh,
just,
so there is. Okay. So
yeah, you can only be. I don't know what the cutoff age is, but there's at one point there's an age where they have to. You gotta move on.
Okay, so I was thinking about local wise, just at least doing volunteering, just to get started, you know, within the department and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing right now because I'm going to school right now for my AA. I was initially going to do nursing.
Yeah.
But you know, of course, trying to switch it now.
Yeah.
So
And we're looking for people from the Antelope Valley too. That's
Oh,
the thing. It's
born and raised.
Yeah. So a lot, like my lieutenant, he's born and raised here. A lot of these guys here live out here. We like to find people from the community and to come back and work the community they were born and raised in. And that's real helpful for our department. Yeah.
yeah, know the ins and outs of the whole AV.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always fun, especially knowing the area. Know where Lake LA is, stuff like that. Yeah. A lot of people are like, Lake LA, where the heck's that at? So yeah, that's good. So yeah, I highly encourage you guys to do that. What do you do at Norfolk?
That kind of school.
And where you're going to school?
I go to school at COC right now for nursing, and of course I work with my dad's stuff on the side. But right now this is what I'm focused in. But again, it's my age. Right now, just keep going towards my AA.
Yeah, so not only do we have that, but like I was saying, the deputy sheriff job, you can become a custody assistant. Get your custody time started or get your time with the county started. Basically start a pension in a career.
And thank you guys for joining, man. Thank you for tuning in. We're just tuning in. We have some questions for Sergeant Eric.
That's right, Palmdale's finest.
We are at Coffee with the Sheriff here in Palmdale. And I'm just waiting for these guys to get done talking. And then we're going to ask them some questions.
Listen, we need some more members. People sign up to the booth.
Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Deputies need your support. You know, I get a ride along yesterday, Pastor.
Yeah, go to
Something.
LASD
I
recruitment.
tell
There's
you,
all kinds of information on there also.
non-stop.
Yo, I am surrounded by bootlickers here. Surrounded by them.
You know, there's no end. So, you know, big out shout out to them. And you know what? Another thing, they need the equipment. A lot of this money goes to equipment, have some fun
Says it's open to the public.
for the patrol. It'll serve us, protect us.
We know how that goes, though.
So we got Bernie, please raise your hand.
Drive to that
We got any members out there that want to join the Boosters Club, please do so.
Oh, it's worth it. So it's not that tough. At least you get started. The thing is, you want to get started. Sweet. You don't want to wait.
No, I'm sorry right now. I'm just trying to do whatever I
Creamer,
can.
give me some coffee with my creamer.
Back, 'cause I know there's other ways to
Yeah.
get started. So.
But I would definitely keep going to school. You know, it'll take a while to get started. Some people do it, some people do it.
All right, guys. So, like I was saying, I had you guys put down some questions about a week ago. Questions that you wanted me to ask a sheriff or whoever. And I went through those questions and I picked out like 10 of them.
Big shout out to deputies.
And it's going to go from easy questions to harder questions. And where's the dope is going to be one of them.
University, you know what?
Thank you all for helping put this together.
And the new sheriff is really pushing education.
All right. Palmdale is great. Great place to live, great place to raise a family. You all need to get involved.
What does that usually entail?
Surrounded by bootlickers. I'm in Palmdale, California, off of 22nd Street East and Palmdale Boulevard at a place called Crunch Fitness.
I'm the sheriff and the sheriff. The sheriff's the elected position of the county. He's elected by the people of the entire county. There's only one of them.
Yeah. And our current one is Jim McDonald, correct?
No, it's Alex Villanueva.
Oh, and James Penn?
Well, no, he was our Jim McDonald got voted out last year, and then the current sheriff, Sheriff Villanueva, took office. So we've had so every 4 years it's a 4-year term, and then they basically campaign to get the people to vote for them. Yeah. So it's real helpful. I'm trying to think what else. Hey, your dad sounds like he's really involved in the community, which is great. Yeah, he is. Never?
Since I can remember, that's where we get our information.
Yeah, you guys are right. He hasn't looked at me not once. And to be honest with you, I think he's trying to drag out this conversation with these guys.
Pension starts. Starting to get paid. She's getting paid as a deputy sheriff training.
Yeah,
Deputy sheriff, and so they'll have her do like filing paperwork at the station or just doing odds and ends stuff around the station, which is really good. So we've in the past we've had deputies or people that have been off the street for like a year, and we're probably not.
Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to see if you could bring a few more people in here, let them know that we are live in Palmdale, California. With a bunch of bootlickers. I am going to tell them.
I have a phone with King. Can my plan roll over to...
No, are you a federal employee or no? You're a contractor. Northrop is a contractor.
They're a contractor?
Yeah, so they're a private contractor. A government job would roll over.
Okay.
Yeah, you could buy that time back. So let's say you get 2 years with the government, and then once you've had 2 years on a job, you can buy that time back. That would super reduce rate.
No, they're going to... What do you say?
Looked down, he said scary.
Who said that?
The guy that went upstairs.
What?
He looked at all the cops and said scary.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Any government job.
I'm going to put the microphone back right here in the middle.
Teacher. Yeah,
Welcome
janitor.
everyone today.
Those are all good stuff. Hey, all right. I work downtown.
Especially if you're Palmdale Crunch,
Just cash out your pension and
your
take it.
Palmdale Finance deputies.
All right, so looks like someone just side busted in. You guys all done with this guy, or you guys all done with him, or yeah?
We got shout out to our Captain Schaefer just arriving.
Hey guys, how was the video quality on this? Is it looking pretty good, or? Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. Yeah, they all know who I am over here, so. All right, so this lady right here is side busted in, so. Trying to, be a little cool because they can throw us out of here, and I want to get these questions out there, guys. I know he's avoiding. Excuse me, Sergeant. Oh, you hear that? You guys see that? You can see it in his face. He doesn't want to talk. Seen that, huh? All right, guys, so we're going to start pushing a little bit now. Excuse me. Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's up?
Hi. I have a few questions for you. My name is Steve.
I'll be with you in a minute. I'm talking to her.
Okay.
Okay.
About how long will that take?
Give me 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, guys, so you hear that? I said give him 10 minutes. She's a co-worker, someone that he could speak to whenever he wants. But when it comes down to us civilians, as people without badges out here who are not bootlickers, we get told give them 10 minutes. All right, so we don't want to get kicked out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk around here, and we're going to see if we can get anything with anyone else. But keep an eye on this guy. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he don't try to wiggle out. Yes, indeed. Oh, boy. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes, guys. I've seen. Turn around. You gonna tell him too or what?
Yeah, but the thing is, are you doing something with the media or because their corporate office?
First Amendment.
Okay. Or do you have a business card or anything?
I could give you one after.
Okay. Can I have one at this moment?
Oh, no.
I don't want to be filmed, sir.
Well, he wants to go on interview.
I know, I don't want to be
He said-
filmed.
Yeah, but he said in 10 minutes we could talk to him.
To who?
And so, the sergeant.
To him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I don't
knows
wanna
why.
be
He
filmed,
knows why
though.
we're here.
Okay,
No,
but I
yeah,
don't
but
wanna be filmed.
okay, go ahead. We're in the public, though, man.
What's that?
We're in the public, a public space.
Okay, but do you have a business card or I don't know who you are? You just filming?
Well, did somebody send you over here to talk to us? Or?
No. I work for Crunch.
Okay.
There has to be some paperwork for media to come in here.
So no, I'm an independent journalist, man.
Okay.
Yeah, independent journalist.
Are you with the sheriffs or?
Well, we interview them and
Okay.
just see, how the community's doing, how they're doing with the community.
Okay.
It's really good to have us out here to do this type of stuff.
Okay.
That way everyone's informed on how, they're performing in their job duties.
No,
and
we
different
want you here
areas
if
like
you're
that.
media,
Right,
but
right.
we just need to know so our corporate office knows.
Yeah. Just let them
Okay.
know.
Do you have a business card?
I have one. I can give it to you at the end, though.
Can I have one now?
Good morning, Coach.
I need to know if my corporate office
And we
is
have,
okay with it
All
so I
it's
can
going to
send
say
it
is
to
my
them
name on it, man, on the phone.
What's that?
Oh, it's the name and the phone number, man.
On the business card.
I could, yeah, that's it. That's all.
If you don't mind, can I have you get that now? I just need to know who's in the gym.
He's waiting to, within minutes of.
You need to
right
know
here.
who's at the gym. So every last person in here taking video and picture. There's other people taking video.
No, but where is
pictures.
this going to go to? This seems very professional. What's that?
Ask them where's that gonna go.
Well, I will, but I just want to know, are you a part of media or corporate office? Or
I'm
anything
just
else?
He's an
regular
independent
person, man.
journalist.
Just independent
Okay.
journalist, man. That's it. It's like everyone else in here. I don't think everyone else in here has business cards walking around.
They've given me. I'm asking.
Every last person in the camera gave you a
Your
business
business card
card.
there?
Well, I'm asking everyone for a business card.
And if they
I
don't
just want
have
to make sure.
one,
I just want to make sure if there's no media here.
Remember,
We gotta
please
know.
come down and say hello.
but if they don't have a business card, then what, you make them leave or turn off their camera?
Well,
their
the thing is,
First Amendment rights?
the members can't be filmed. If you're filming the deputies, that's okay.
It says open to the public. It doesn't say open just to members.
What does?
It's everywhere. It's all over the internet. Open to public. Open to public. Open to
Right.
public.
So,
So.
if you don't mind, if you don't, are you here to film media?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'm
it.
okay with that.
Yeah, of
It's
course,
just our
man.
members
Oh.
want to be filmed.
Okay, so everybody
Okay.
here. Got you.
Okay,
Yep.
that's all we want.
Yeah. You gotta worry about it. Douchebag. douchebag.
I love when people
Do
say,
you guys see that?
I love when they say, I don't want to be on camera, but they walk straight in front of your camera.
I know that. Do you guys see what just happened? So they actually sent him over here to talk to just us.
August 19th.
But look at everyone in here with cameras.
Anything that you would like to see change in your community. And not to mention, we have a new captain at the station. Captain Schaefer. Come on, let's give him a hand, guys. That was not easy. To gain.
Sorry about that, guys.
But he did, and we are so proud that he's there. So come on and meet and share his vision and what he has for
The captain is here.
all of his
The new captain.
cities and
The new
urban
captain.
areas. So it's great to see everybody. Thank you so much.
You guys just see what happened. They tried to get me out of here, guys.
And I'll be more than happy to address anything.
I'm watching that timer. He has 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. And I just want to recap on that. We are all stakeholders of this community.
This right here is called the bootlicker meeting.
And you know what? Make this a great place that it is. So again, thank you all for being here this morning. There's some coffee located underneath the tent.
All right, man. That's enough waiting.
We're gonna help you with.
Were you ready?
Yeah.
All right. How are you?
Good.
I got a few questions for you, man, from, the general public, people that just, concerned, and they have some questions, and I told them this is the time to do the questions and answers, from you guys. It's going to start out simple, if you don't mind. Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't.
All right. So the first one is your name and badge number.
My name's Eric Metten, Metten, and my badge number is 24.
Badge number 24, okay. Next one is going to be, why did you become a cop?
So growing up, I grew up in the Santa Cruz Valley, and seeing the deputies go out doing hard work, doing keeping the community safe was something I'd always looked into. I looked into going to several different careers and ended up doing this one, and I'm glad to say that I became a deputy sheriff, and I really enjoy my job.
All right. So then we have another one. Do you remember? Yeah, of course.
Table. Speaker.
Hold on, guys.
That's better.
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you. All right, so the next one would be, do you remember your oath?
Yes. There's an oath that we take that's a standard oath by the state of California. I don't know it verbatim because it's been some years since I took it, but yes, there is an oath.
But you do remember it, though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So these questions right here are going to come from the public.
Okay.
People here living in the town, living in the city.
Talk a little bit louder because
Yeah.
there's music here. It's a little bit louder.
So the first question is going to be, do sheriffs, as in you, go through refresher training courses on improving their communication skills with civilians?
So we do have different classes. We have one's called tactical communication. We also do other stuff like bias-free training. We have several different courses in bias-free training. And that does help deputies and other department employees communicate better with the public.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Now the fifth question is, are you trained about basic civil rights?
Yeah, absolutely.
First Amendment and Second Amendment, all of that?
Yep, the Constitution.
Okay. All right, cool. Now we have, how many times have you assisted in CPS in removing children from their home without a warrant?
So although I'm a sergeant with the Sheriff's Department, it's been years since I've worked the field. So back when I was a deputy sheriff, I have no idea.
Okay, so you don't have any idea how many children you removed from their home without a warrant?
No. Without a warrant?
Without a warrant.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. They're going to get a little bit harder, but, I picked some that's not going to be too hard. You get what I'm saying? All right, so we have another question. Why is it said innocent until proven guilty when it's guilty until proven innocent?
That's something you're going to have to take up with the courts.
Gotcha. All right. We have another question. It's going to be real quick from a friend of mine. Were you a teacher's pet?
No.
He said no. All right.
Good question.
All right, gotcha. Okay. Number 9, how often...
Take care, sir. Nice to meet you.
Hold on,
All right,
guys.
bud.
Number 9, how often does your department screen officers for drug abuse?
So we have a system in place. We have a unit that goes out and does random checks. I don't know the exact answer to that question, but I do know it's a complete random system of all ranks. And whether you're sworn or civilian, you can get randomly checked.
Gotcha. Now, this is going to be the last one for right now, but we're going to go back to one more if that's all right with you. Would you stop or report a fellow officer who breaks the law?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I would report him.
Have you done that already, or has that ever happened in your career? Or?
That's not something I disclose.
Gotcha. All right. So the one that is standing out to me is this one here. How many times have you assisted CPS in removing children from their home without a warrant?
But referring back to my earlier answer, I have no idea.
So it's been that many?
I just told you I don't know.
Okay, so without a warrant.
I just told you I don't know.
So that means you have, and is that many that you can't count, or?
Like I had mentioned earlier when you asked the question, it's been years since I worked patrol as a patrol deputy, and every case is different. Not every time does you need a warrant to remove children. So that question is actually very vague.
Is it? Okay. I'm going to look into, I always thought that they had to have a warrant or some type of reason to remove kids from out of their home. These are just questions from the general public.
There'd be reasons, but you could also have parents that end up giving them up without a warrant.
Oh no, well, yeah,
So
that's one thing. Them just
better
giving them
off
over, right?
Asking probably somebody that's more in tune to that, somebody that has more of a specialty to that. I am not that person.
Okay. Have you?
Although I'm a sergeant with the sheriff's department, doesn't mean I know everything about everything. I have a different focus. Deputy sheriffs that work the stations that deal with children and family services. Those be guys that better answer that question.
Guys that work at the station for them?
Yeah, that's correct.
Can I have their names and badge numbers? Do you remember that?
I don't know them. I don't work at Palmdale Station.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh. Where do you work at?
I work downtown at our compliance unit down in Monterey Park.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, since you've been a deputy, have you ever violated anyone's rights at all? Taking them to jail for anything and everything that you could possibly think of? I mean, as far as like, okay, let's just say like myself, I'm a photographer. Mm-hmm. Have you ever taken a photographer to jail? Have you ever violated a photographer's rights? Have you ever violated anyone's rights out in the public?
No, I don't violate people's rights.
At all?
Anybody's.
Do you have you ever had any internal affairs investigations, or?
That's confidential information with all.
It's actually
of the
open.
department.
It's actually open to the public,
Then
and we
you have
can
to
actually
file a request for that information.
Yeah, we do. We file a lot of requests to
Not a
find out,
problem.
who's who and who's doing what. That's gonna be about it for this one, man. But
Okay.
I mean, that one is kind of bothering me, man. The whole without a warrant thing, because I mean, we know.
Like I said, that's a very vague question. Very vague.
Well, I know there's a difference between a parent giving their kids up, but this one's like just straight out. Have you assisted CPS? They had no warrant, no nothing, and just walked into somebody's house and took their kids.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something people do.
Well, it happens.
Based off of what you're saying, but I wasn't there, so I
Yeah, I
don't
know. It happens. There's a lot of people. It's happening with a lot of people right now. But hey guys, you're actually on a live feed right now, by the way. So.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like the sergeant to answer? This is Sergeant Eric Metten. I'm gonna hold on real fast just to see if there's any questions you guys might have.
Quick break. I'll take a drink.
Yeah, he gave his name and badge number at the beginning of the interview. Someone has a question. How do you feel about being recorded and watched?
Oh, I don't mind. We're in a public place. You have the right to record us when we're in our public place, as long as you're not interfering with our duties.
Somebody wants to know who cut your hair.
Where'd I get my... Yeah, barbershop. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. When was that? When did that happen? Last week or?
What? mine.
Yeah.
On the
Good morning.
22nd.
Okay, so on the
I gotta
22nd,
get close so I can
on
hear.
the 22nd of last month, Courtney here and her husband, they were coming out of a store here in Palmdale, and a couple sheriffs pulled up on them, and the first thing they asked them was, "Where's the dope?" They didn't know him. They didn't know nothing about him. Just, "Where's the dope?" And I guess her husband had a warrant. He ended up running. They caught him, but the thing is, they ended up putting a flashlight underneath his neck. They put a flashlight underneath his throat, and he was saying, "I can't breathe." And she could tell you more about what was said, because I was kind of standing back a distance, just recording it, what happened. That's how we actually met. Would you like to hear that out? And we'll close it out on that one.
Yeah, we if it's something that hasn't been addressed at all with anybody from the sheriff's station.
Hold on, guys.
Filed complaint with the Palmdale Sheriff's Station.
I'm sorry, say again.
I have filed complaint
You
with
let
them.
everybody know it's really loud in here, and then it's hard for me to hear.
It's kind of loud in here, guys, and he's trying, so let's see if we could hear him.
With Palmdale Sheriff's Station. I've requested the report so I can have it for my complaint.
Sure.
They're telling me that I'm not allowed to have it because I was also wrongfully arrested. When my husband ran, they had him down on the ground, his hands underneath his stomach, and they're telling him, "Get your hands out, get your hands out." And basically, like if he was resisting, he had two grown men, and there's video footage of this whole thing.
Sure.
He happened to be there, as
I'm gonna
crazy
put
it was.
this on here so it doesn't fall off. Okay, because it looks like it's gonna fall off. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. But he had two grown men on his back, and he can't get his hands out. And this is when they've got if his hands are underneath him, I don't see how his head would be up in the air.
Sure. So the way I can address that is you have filed a complaint. Let the complaint take its course and let them investigate it. You said there's video footage of it?
There is video footage of it.
Let the department run its course and let them investigate it. So it would be improper for me to comment on
But
that.
they refused to even look. The watch commander wouldn't even look at the video when I tried to talk to him.
Everything will come to play during the investigation.
Okay. Well, my other
So
question.
if you have something and you want us to review it, if you have it like on a CD or a thumb drive or something, you want to
I'll
take it to the
make that
station and submit it, they'll take it.
I'll make that happen. They took a video
So you
statement.
have your complaint number. You should have been given
I
a
do
green
have that.
copy or something
I
came in
do.
the mail. So refer to that. It'll have the little, it has like an SC number.
Yes.
Take that and refer to that so that way they can correspond together.
Okay, well, what about the fact of how come I can't obtain my report because I was wrongfully arrested?
So I wasn't there, right?
But
if
they
there's
say
a
I'm a
criminal
suspect.
if there's a criminal case pending, until that case is adjudicated, that report won't be released.
Okay, but so they're not going to release until basically they sentence him.
That or when you go to court, you can see it when you go to court,
Okay.
or your husband when he goes to court.
But with filing my complaint, that makes me now the victim and them the suspects.
So
correct?
they will take into account all that information.
They refuse to speak to me.
Okay, but you said you filed the complaint, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody, how long ago did you file it?
About 3 days ago.
Yeah, so it's still fresh. So a lieutenant, somebody from either from the sheriff's station, will contact you and get you on recording. They will either video record you or audio record you and take your statement.
That's already been done.
Oh, okay.
They did that right
doesn't
away.
mean that there's not going to be a follow-up investigation. That's the initial investigation for
That's
the
what
complaint.
I was told.
Yeah, and so there may be a more in-depth investigation coming.
Okay. And then my other question actually would be for you. When is your Miranda rights to be read to you? Is this at all times or?
No. So when you are in custody and not free to leave, and asking questions pertaining to a case, then your Miranda rights should be read to you.
And if my Miranda rights were not read to me when I was in custody and handcuffs in the back of their car, and then telling me that they're taking me to jail.
So not necessarily do they have to read you your rights. If
Why?
there's no information that they're asking pertaining to the case, and
If I'm not able to leave on my own free will,
then you don't need your rights read to you if they have placed you under arrest and they're not questioning you about your case.
but I mean they did ask questions.
Okay, so that's something you're going to need to take up with your attorney to give that information to your attorney to use it at court.
No, Sergeant, is that policy or procedure to just drive up on someone and ask them where the dope is?
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
But I mean, is that something that's like normal?
I don't know what the deputy's mind frame was, what their probable cause or reasonable suspicion was to conduct a stop. I haven't, again, it's just not, I wasn't there. I'm not conducting your investigation. It would be improper for me to
I understand where you come
speculate.
from.
So
We're just
But
asking as a
on
general.
a professional level, like, would you?
So it depends.
Would you do that?
It depends if I have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to make the stop.
But
If I have that and I have developed that, then that may be a question to ask.
Okay, but you'll make a legitimate stop.
Say again?
You would make a legitimate stop.
Could, you absolutely could.
And not just, where's the dope?
As you're
Speculate
driving.
that there's dope.
As someone's walking and driving.
Again, it's a vague question, but depending on what the deputy sheriff or police officer knows at the time, tactically, is that a good communication skill? Probably not. But I wasn't there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk to him about? Or?
No. Those
What was
were
your name again?
definitely-
My name is Steve.
Steve and
Yeah.
Courtney.
Courtney.
Great talking to you guys.
It was great talking to you.
Hey,
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank
our
you,
event.
Sergeant Eric. Matt.
Thanks for coming out to our event.
And oh, there is one more question.
No problem.
I just seen it pop up, man. Let me go back through the comments real quick. Have you ever made or were involved with a warrantless raid?
A warrantless raid. So, again, that's a vague question. So, do you want to explain a little bit more on that, or ask that person
no.
to explain what they mean?
I'm taking it, no warrant, no nothing, just roll up to somebody's house and just run in there, boom.
Okay, that's vague. So sometimes you can go into people's houses without a warrant, and then you get a warrant. There's all different kinds of reasons.
So if a person opens their door to you and lets you in, that's one thing, but
That's
just
consent. They're letting you in.
that's
That's
consent.
different. That's
I'm
different.
talking about without consent, just boom.
There's legal ways to do it. Yes.
That's something new.
Someone wants a tag.
Yeah, somebody wants to know how much you want for your tie.
I don't even know what kind of tie it is.
All right, guys. So we're not going to take up no more of his time.
What's up, man?
If you guys have any other questions, let me know now. Let me know now. You guys hear his answers and. Yep. You guys let me know if there's anything else. Oh, I got you.
That it?
No, serious questions only, guys. Serious questions only. Yeah, I guess that's going to be about it.
All right. Well,
Thank you for your time.
everybody.
Yeah.
And good luck to you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So,
I thought you guys said his tag.
what do you think? What do you guys think? All right. Hey, you too. Thank you. All right, guys. So I know a lot of his answers were bullshit.
Vague. They were vague.
They were vague. And I appreciate you guys for those questions. Baby said Sheriff was cool.
He was playing his part.
You know what?
In public.
Yeah, he's playing the part in public, guys. And that whole thing about being involved with the raid, or what was it, with CPS, he can't remember. That is bad.
That's horrible.
How many times have you assisted CPS in removing children from their home without a warrant? I said without a warrant a bunch of times.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
You edited the video the other day.
Which one?
The last part when we were talking.
Oh, what's your name?
Pardon, remember?
Yeah, man, because one, you came driving past and you're sitting there.
You came in and talked to me.
Oh, Oh, come here. You want to come over? Which video was it?
When you came in and
If it's the last part, if it's a long video already. If you want to say, you're on live now, man. If you want to talk now, because we went there looking for you yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She wanted to talk to you yesterday.
Okay.
Did you want to talk to him real quick, or?
Dude, I still can't get a hold of my report because I'm a quote-unquote
Hold on, guys.
suspect.
Okay.
But with this complaint that I filed, like that takes me from being quote-unquote suspect to a victim. Why can I not obtain this report for my part of, or for my side and my information for my own, complaint and everything like that? Like nobody will talk to me. I was refused.
This is the watch commander here in Palmdale.
Represented by counsel?
No, I'm self-represented. I mean,
So you'll have to put in a pro per request then for it, because typically it goes through a defense attorney.
Pro per
So you
request.
Get a hold of the handling investigator to get a copy of it.
okay, and I've got a message.
It's a procedural thing.
I have a message. I've got the Sergeant Sanchez, Detective Sanchez, that's on the complaint.
Yeah.
She gave me a call back about 6 o'clock this morning after 2 days of waiting at 6 o'clock in the morning and tells me same thing, that I cannot have the report because I am a suspect.
Okay.
But I am not a suspicious person whatsoever. This cannot jeopardize your guys' investigation, considering he had a no bail warrant. He's being sentenced regardless. There's no jeopardizing it. You guys, DA did not file charges on any resisting bullshit arrest charge.
Okay.
No new charges are filed at all. He's just waiting to be sentenced per probation report. You guys have nothing to do with any of that.
Okay.
He's the only other person on this report, so it's not gonna harm him.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna harm any investigation.
Okay.
So I don't understand why I cannot get a hold of this
Well, I
report.
can look into it. I mean, it's just gonna take a little bit. I have to go back and look into it. I mean, I have your phone number from that complaint.
Yes,
So she's a
I
suspect
definitely
now.
appreciate it, but
So yeah, she was arrested. She has a pending criminal case. Whether or not they filed it or not, because I would imagine you were probably cited out, weren't you?
yes,
So typically it takes 60 days to find out whether your court date should have been like 60
August.
days out, right?
August.
So there's an interim time there between you being cited out versus when the DA decides to file or not. Okay?
Okay,
So, like I said, it's a procedural thing. I can look into it whether or not, typically, I know the department typically goes through, if the defense attorney asks for it, they usually get it through the DA. Okay, but now if you're pro per status, which if you're gonna continue to be pro per status, you gotta start doing that now and going through the court.
that's what I'm trying.
But there might be an actual request you have to do through the court to get your report as a pro per.
Okay,
Okay, but see, my job, and I can't do this, I can't give you legal counsel. I hope you understand that.
no, I understand.
So
You're a sheriff, you're
gonna
not
have to
a,
educate yourself on that part, but I'll look on our side as the procedures of it and how you can get it, and then I'll call you.
okay,
Okay?
I'd appreciate it.
All right.
So this is the watch commander, guys. Someone has a question for
I'm
you.
actually not the watch commander right now.
Oh,
I was working overtime.
how does that work? You just watch commanders. Oh, I get you. I
I'm
get you. I
actually
got you.
the detective commander. I'm in charge of the detectives.
Oh,
I'm
cool,
working that
cool.
right now. I stopped by here to interact with the community.
That's
see if there's
cool,
anything
man.
going on,
That's
but
cool.
We're gonna go back and do another search warrant here pretty soon.
Okay. All right. Search warrant where? I want to go.
Can't tell you. Top secret, sir. Sorry.
Don't violate people's rights, though, man.
We don't.
You seem decent.
I try my
You
best.
do, man.
All right.
And I'm sure people will appreciate that. I mean, every time we came there to talk to you, you talk, guys.
All right,
All right.
thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
Yep. All right, guys. So, that detective right there, Mr. Wrinkleshirt, you call him. Every time we've went to the Palmdale Sheriff's Department, he has came out to talk.
Look at somebody subscribed to your,
Yesterday, yeah, he seems like he's a subscriber too. But yesterday, when we went up there, he wasn't there, and there's another watch commander there. They sat there and told us, "Oh, wait, he's gonna be coming out. He's gonna come out to talk to you guys." And then all of a sudden, they say he doesn't want to come out to speak.
20 minutes later.
20 minutes later, while we're waiting there. So, yeah, but what was his name again? I forget his name. So, yeah,
Martin, I think. Something.
they are watching the videos, guys. So that means that they're watching all your guys, everyone's comments and everything like that. So if you guys have anything you want to say it now, because I'm sure they're reading it. And hopefully, they'll get, I don't know. I don't even know, man. It seems like we're not going to get the answers that we're looking for. The one that's really bothering me is removing children from their home without a warrant. The guy said he doesn't know. And we told him without a warrant. Several times. And he said, I don't know.
Or that it's been known that you can.
So, come on now. What is that, guys? What is that? That's very disturbing. Hey, who's NorCal Public Watch talking about? Who are you talking? Who are you saying F you to, man? The police, or if it is, that's fine. I don't know if you're getting into it with somebody here on the live feed or what. Yes, indeed. Oh, hell yeah, NorCal, what's up? That's what's up. But, yeah, guys, I don't know if we're ever going to get the right answers to our questions, but that is very disturbing, what that sergeant said about removing children from their home without a warrant. He tried to say, oh, well, there's times when people give their kids over, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about them going without a warrant and removing children from their homes. Some guy showed up over here too. I don't know who he was. I don't know if he's a supporter or if he's a subscriber. I don't know, but he showed up. He was filming me the whole time I was in there, 4K camera. Yep, kidnapping. That's exactly what that is. And you guys know there's a lot of cases that, and there's been cases of CPS having their attorney sign these warrants, not the judge, and then boom, they're going in there trying to take people's kids. Amy Williams, he's doing good. I'm going to be uploading a video probably tomorrow with my dad in it. You guys are probably going to get a kick out of this one, man. He was over there trying to mow the grass, but instead he was mowing the concrete. He was mowing the driveway. Oh, man. Yeah, and I am going to start visiting the CPS buildings around here. I've had so many people contact me about the CPS that's right here in Palmdale, how they are going to the, which one?
Asking if he's ever arrested a bad cop.
Well, we did ask that sergeant.
Well, if he would pull him over, he said yes, but not if he ever had.
If he ever had, I did ask him that.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's what I was asking. You guys put down your questions here, some hard questions. And it's all up to you. You guys want to stay on the live feed and sit here while we try to get another interview with some hard questions? I know that, oh, Dirty Ninja. Very vague about it. But at the same time, guys, I was trying to get some answers for all of us. And I know that it can turn south real quick. And next thing you know, we'll have all them sheriffs trying to escort us out.
Hey, picture time?
What's going on?
What's up with it? What's going on here? Look at this. Damn. Nigga been here for 4 years. I ain't never seen no shit like this.
It's called Coffee with the Cop. Hey, thank you, Alfred. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, there's a lot of questions that came in. So I try to go through as many as I could.
Must be my police zone.
Yep. Because I was sitting there thinking, you know what? I've tried coming to these things before, man, and they did not want to talk. They usually take off and leave. So this time I wrote down like 10 questions that you guys had. I just picked them randomly and asked them. So what I can do is, let me see if I can look on the phone for the other questions. And that way we could go back in and maybe we could go to that detective, the one that was just out here right now, and get some more questions with some type of vague answers, you know, from him. Are you on it right now? Do you see my community post, the one where I asked everybody for questions? Okay, hold on, guys. Ask him not to be vague. Exactly, man. That was a straight up question. 2 straight up questions, and that sergeant pretty much wiggled his way out. You know, that's what they're trained to do. Just tell people what they want to hear. Hey, I appreciate you, Old Dirty. I mean, all the way down to me asking the guy, you know, is that normal for a sheriff to just roll up and ask where's the dope at? Please ask Sanchez questions. He's having a fit. Hey, Sanchez, where are you at, brother? Luis Sanchez, where you at, man? Put your question down again, bro. Sometimes these comments come in so quick, it's hard to see them all. Luis Sanchez, if you can, put your comment down again, or your question. That way I can see what it says. I'll be looking out for it. Like I said, it's hard, man, to keep up with every single comment that comes in. Australia, hello. Employee alcohol or drug problem. How do they handle that? Yep, step by step. I'm looking at this as a turning point though, guys, because I'm telling you, usually when I try to, all right, Luis Sanchez, what is the biggest need of the sheriff's department now, and what would you do to fill that need? Yeah. Okay. All right, Luis, I'm going to ask that. Can you explain that, what you mean by what is the biggest need of the sheriff's department now, and what would you do to fill that need? Just explain what you mean, just a little bit, man, if you can. That way I know. What is the biggest need of the sheriff's department? I don't know. Yep. But like I said, guys, usually when I try to come to things like this, I'm approached right away and they tell me to leave. It's not open to the public and blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking at this like a turning point. You know, even though they didn't sit there and answer our questions the way they need to answer them sincerely and not be fake about it. You know, we were still able to get them on camera. And inside of a place like this is Coffee with the Cop Day. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna see if I can find that detective, and we're gonna get Lewis's question out there. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Hold on, guys. Let me hold on, guys. Let me go ask him. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hey, detective. You think when you have some time, I could talk to you outside, or
Yeah,
it's all right? Yeah.
I'll be out there in a second.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna have him come outside right here. That way, we could talk to him without the loud music in here. Plus, being around a whole bunch of bootlickers, man. It's true. I'm getting claustrophobic in there. All right, guys, so let's see what we got here. What is the need? Let me go back to that question. All right, guys, so I'm going to try to keep up with your questions right now. Starting here with Luis Sanchez. I had to scroll all the way back up. So his will be the first question. Then I'm going to go down to Pops is doing good. Thank you for asking, guys. Knock raid. Ask them if you get a chance on the no knock raid when their homeowners defend their homes and kills a cop, and it's completely legal. All right, so we're gonna ask all that, guys. You guys stay tuned. I just went in there and I asked that detective if he could come out here. The reason why is because it is loud in there. I want to make sure you guys hear his answers. Right now, I have the comments just sitting on Lewis's first question, so I can't really see what you guys are writing right now. It's not scrolling up.
You can scroll up and then look on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to look on her phone then. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right.
I gotta go soon, so what's up?
Okay, all right. We got some questions for you, just from people in general, the public. All right, we have one. What is the biggest need of the Sheriff's Department now, and what would you do to fill that need?
Well, I think the biggest need currently for the Sheriff's Department is resources in the form of personnel, and that's why we have that hiring campaign going. The sheriff's aiming to hire up to 1,000 deputy sheriffs in the next couple of years. So that would be our biggest need, and what they're doing about it is they've accelerated the background process, the hiring process, and training process. And if you want any information on that, you go to 1-800-A-DEPUTY, and they have a streamlined process to join the Sheriff's Department.
1-800-A-DEPUTY?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I got a few more, man. Someone wants to know, are cops the real sovereign citizens? Sovereign citizens.
Sovereign citizens?
Yeah.
Do you understand what a sovereign citizen is?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know what they're trying to get with that. I mean, the Sheriff's Department and deputy sheriffs in general are peace officers, certified in the state of California to uphold the Constitution and protect amendments. Our main objective is obviously to protect life and property, right? And ensure public safety and peace. That's it. We're not sovereign citizens. We represent the sheriff's department, we represent the public, and we serve the public.
All right, thank you for that. All right, we have another question. The no-knock raid, when there are homeowners, when homeowners defend their home and ends up killing a cop and it's completely legal, how do they feel after they violated their rights?
Okay, so I think they're trying to get two different parts. They're looking at knock and notice. We're bound by California law for knock and notice unless an exigency happens, right? That's 844 of the penal code. And the other part of it would have to be more of a district attorney option, right? So district attorney, whenever there's any type of lethal force, they're the ones that look at it to whether or not it's justifiable. Okay? It's not for us to determine whether or not it's justifiable or not. That's a decision by the district attorney's office. Now, I can tell you the policy of the sheriff's department is if we do go make entry in a house, we are going to do knock and notice and be in compliance with the law. Okay?
Okay. All right, this will be the last one. I know you got to get going. All right. If the okay. Well, obviously we're asking this detective here. If the community would respect you more if you enforced crimes with a victim rather than victimless crimes, do you think the community respect you more if you enforced crimes with a victim rather than victimless crimes?
Well, you know, I think that what they're trying to get at is that obviously there are certain crimes that require a victim, right? Those are crimes against persons, crimes against property, but they're all also crimes that are based on what the public has decided is moral turpitude or not, right? Which goes all the way back to the days of the framers, right? That's how our laws were developed in the first place, and that's why you have a legislator, and you actually vote your legislator in, and they're the ones that create the law. We're not the one that creates the law. We're the ones that enforce the law. So if they have an issue with a certain law, they should get hold of their legislation, right, and have them look at the laws and determine what. You can see that right now in the state of California with the passage of marijuana being legalized. Okay, it changes daily, obviously, but it's not up for us to change which law it is. That's up for the voting public.
Right. All right, here. I know I said one more, but this is the last one. It's a good question. Why does the public fund lawsuits, not the officer personally?
Why does the public fund it versus?
So there's a lawsuit, you know.
So that's a difficult question to answer. I will tell you that we are representatives of the public, right? But we could be, an officer can be held liable in court civilly, but it's for punitive damages. Okay. So if we're working in our capacity as a deputy sheriff representing the sheriff's department, then the sheriff's department as a whole is civilly liable just as well. Okay. But yet we are not immune from punitive damages ourselves. So they're a little wrong in their assumption there. But yes, the public entity being the sheriff's department is held civilly liable for something we do in our duties.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is Detective Barden.
Yep.
Said it right?
Yep.
Badge number?
468-952.
468-952. And I know he has to get going, man. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you coming out. We talked about this before. The
Right.
the cop, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. It is. And I think, you know, it's going to be a good thing to keep doing this, you know.
Okay, good.
So I appreciate you for coming out, man.
I'll call you later once I have that information for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You have a good day.
All right, guys. So one step at a time, guys. One step at a time. But hopefully, you know, thank you guys for those questions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm not sure who this guy is here in that Toyota, but he might. I think he has a press credential. I'm not sure, but other than that, guys, you know, thank you guys for. Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys, and it means a lot, guys. It means a lot. We have. So this is gonna be it. It's about an hour. It's about an hour and so. Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, great. Hey, thanks for coming out. You know, I'll throw a big shout out to Palmdale Sheriff's Department. They're doing a great job. I'm a member of the community, and you know what? They're doing good. Again, they need our support. They need our voice so all of us can come to an agreement and common good. Palmdale.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Hey, do you think, come here real fast, yeah? Do you think, what do you think about, you think every single cop is good?
Brother.
Or do you think that there's some, like in every single different organization, there's always a bad apple, there's a bad seed somewhere like that?
You know what?
Are you an ex-cop or?
No, sir, no.
Okay.
No, I'm just, community resident here, and from, my engagement, man, get involved, don't be
Right.
ignorant or arrogant, hey,
Right.
there's always something going on. Just, it's everybody's decision, everybody's choice, or, what they want to do. And again, we have, our law enforcement.
Yeah, we want the right officials here, though.
Exactly.
Right
No,
ones,
but
not
again-
ones that are just running around asking people where's dope and then arresting them for nothing.
No, but again, is if you're looking for trouble, you're gonna get it.
Right, of course.
You know what? And I do a lot of things here, and I don't have a problem. So it's up to the individual. But
Right.
again, if there's a disagreement, there's a disagreement.
You the DJ over here?
Yeah,
or-
I'm the DJ.
Oh, that's cool, man. Cool. Heck
Yeah, so
I heard it bumping in
I
there.
do a lot of parties. I did a lot of house parties.
I'll see you next time, huh? You take care, man. It's always good to see you.
You too. You know what? It goes over now. Whatever the case. Hey, the law comes in, says, "Hey, shut the music." What time is it?
Yeah, you
11
gotta
o'clock.
shut it
Hey,
down.
I'm breaking the law. I'll lower it a little. Hey,
Right,
lower
right,
it a little bit. So
Right.
It's all the individual.
Right. Gotcha. All right, man. Well, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. All right, guys. So,
See you guys.
later, man.
I really wanted to grill that guy right now.
Huh?
I really wanted to grill that guy right now.
Nah, it's part of this First Amendment. We're in the public. You're able to film whatever you want.
No. Your interview.
Oh, I
I
know.
wanted to give him a run for his money on that.
Yeah, I know. I felt like saying something too. DJ, scratch these nuts. Rip Rider. All right, guys. So that's going to be it, man. Like I said, one step at a time. One step at a time, guys. And that's what we want. We want change, right? And we're not trying to have a world full of lawlessness at the same time, but we want change. We want change. We want, people to, respect, the rights, our rights, and, our constitutional rights, constitutional freedoms, what people died for. And, in the past. So, this is AV Watchmen, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. And hopefully, some of those questions that we asked, those were legitimate, good questions, man. I love you guys, man. All your support. You guys are awesome. Like the best family anybody can want. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out on this one. Once again, I'm going to try to get to every one of these Coffee with the Cop things. And see if there could, we can make some change, man, one step at a time. And this is AV Watchman. I'm out here with Courtney. And we're going to sign out. Thanks once again.